All right, this is part 2. In the last video, we went through a bunch of stuff talking about possible solutions for, hey, I'm plugged in and I still can't hear myself. If you didn't watch that first video, go watch the first video. I was so good in that video. I don't know, whatever. We're watching this video now. This is one where we're going to give some examples because in that video, I talked about some techniques for cutting through the mix. Cut the lows, compress, and boost the highs. Okay, those are the 3 steps. And you really should go back and watch the other one because I talk about why these are important and why they're important in that order. Okay, but in this one, we're going to give an example. This is a video that this is some audio that was from a sound check from the last band I played with, and we're doing Wagon Wheel because you deserve it. And there's a couple of things that we're going to listen to here, and let's just let's listen to. I've got the band in one track, and then I've got my fiddle in another, so we can do some manipulation. Okay, so you can hear where the fiddle's there, right? Listen. Okay, that pokes through. So that didn't really jump out. You can see there's fiddle going there, but you can't really hear it. Same here. Same in that situation. So there, at the beginning, you can hear the fiddle pretty well. And then there's some stuff, maybe it pokes out. And then there's some stuff that's kind of buried. Now, part of that, if you watch the last video, is that I was occupying not the same space, but the same time as the singers. I'm not trying to poke out. There's no way the engineer is going to put me out front there. There's somebody singing. So really what I'm doing is more of sort of a texture sound there. And it's not going to really pop out at you. But there are ways that we can make that a little better. We can make it pop out a little better. And one of the first things is we can cut the lows. So let's do that. Let's cut the lows. Let's open this EQ window here. And we can see we're cutting, oh gosh, how far are we cutting here? I got a window in my way. I'm cutting all the way up to 400 hertz. That's a lot. That's cutting quite a bit out of there. But let's listen what happens when I do that. You notice it really didn't bite into the tone of that violin too much. Right? So, violin's still kind of buried here. Okay, so violin's still kind of buried there, but we were able to get rid of a whole bunch. All this stuff down here we were able to get rid of. And that's stuff that if we start to turn this violin up would have just been muddy. It would have gotten in the way. So that's the first thing. Next thing, we're going to open up this compressor and we're going to turn it on. That is the worst thing. If you turn a compressor on, you're jacking all the stuff with the compressor and you're like, well, I think I hear it. I think it's different. And you've been jacking that compressor for 20 minutes and then you look and it's like, oh, it wasn't on. I'm an idiot. Okay, don't mind me. It happens. Sorry. So, all right, let's do a little compression here. So we're looking at this meter here when I start to play. So what this meter is showing is it's cutting 3 to 5 dB off my loudest stuff. And what we've done is we've set a threshold of like -20, ratio of like 3. Not too aggressive, but enough. Notice it's not really biting into my quieter stuff. Right? It's cutting down some of the louder stuff, but it's not digging into the quiet stuff. Okay, so we can look at this graph. It's going to show you basically the same thing. You see where it's cutting into the the louder stuff, but it's leaving this quieter stuff alone. All right, so now we've got a little compression in there. That's good. Now we can boost some highs. And let's see what happens here. And we'll make sure we'll turn the EQ on because same deal with that. And I've got myself boosted about 6 dB at 2K. And this should, all of a sudden, this should start to pop a little bit. How about that?
Headed down south to the land of the pines. I'm thumbing my way into North Carolina, staring at the road and pray to God I see headlights.
I might even turn it down a little now.
I made it down the coast
because everything's coming through.
I'm picking me a bouquet of down for the flowers. I'm hoping for Raleigh, I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama.
So, how about that? We make a couple little changes, and where am I going to come back to you? All right, let's come back here. All right. Yep. So that's whoa. Sorry. So yeah, that is a sound check recording from my old band. We did 3 simple things. We cut some lows, we compressed, we boosted about 2K, and all of a sudden I'm like, the violin that was kind of there, but then it wasn't. All of a sudden I'm like, I could actually turn that down a little bit and it's still going to be fine. You're going to be able to hear it. It's good. All right. If you got comments, dump those into the comment section. Hooah!